Join me in conversation with Endiya Partners. Thank you so much for joining today. Satish, I begin with you. Tell me about Endiya Partners.
So India is currently a 2-year-old fund, and like you already said, approximately 200 crores. And our focus is on seed and pre-series A stage and deep tech startups. We look at kind of three themes. One of the themes is Indian startups, Indian product startups that are obviously serving India market, but also will go regional markets, whether it is Southeast Asia or Middle East. The second set of startups are based in India, but they're going after global opportunities, US or Europe. A tough task, but nevertheless entrepreneurs are fearless and know what they're doing, and they want support from investors who understand their journey. The third theme, we have seen a little bit of activity in that, but we anticipate we will see more and more of it, are the global startups that are headquartered whether in Silicon Valley or Europe, targeting emerging markets first. So those are the three themes in terms of sectors, software, security, mobility, digital health, medical devices. These are the sectors. Myself, Dr. Ramesh, who is my partner, Abhishek, we all came together, and our calling was to support these product startups. And we said early stage is where they really need a kind of a co-founder VC, for lack of any better word. And it's about defining the product. It's about bringing few more people into the team, getting the first set of pilot customers, and hiring some of smart and bright people, figuring out the business plan, and then so that they get ready to go to the next level. And India is enable light and also kind of India on a global platform. And 2-3 things that differentiate us or we think is our unique value proposition is we go in very early. We're very, very stage and sector focused. So we're not all things to all people. Example, if we don't understand a particular domain, we would not invest because we would not add value. So it's not a spray and pray approach.
Yeah.
So one is, in terms of go early, take risk. Second, product is a must. 3, certain amount of global relevance. And last thing is deep engagement model. What we mean by that is, we do have certain methodologies. It doesn't mean that we drive the car from the back seat.
Yeah.
We can't. It's the entrepreneur who owns, and I've always been, said this on record that entrepreneurs build the companies, not venture capitalists. A venture capitalist at best is a catalyst or a coach and partakes that journey with the entrepreneur. So there is a deep engagement model in terms of I've been an entrepreneur, I've been a product marketer, so the most important thing for us is to understand a product or service of our portfolio company, the customer requirements, and then the competition. Yeah. When you really look at the confluence of these three, then you're able to add value to these companies.
One thing which is, stands out about this fund is that you have a doctor amidst you. And I have never, I've been tracking this space for the last 9 years. I've never heard of a doctor who is a venture capitalist. And here, right at the center, you were there investing from the front in the companies. What got you to do this? What got you to become a venture capitalist? And are you still a doctor practicing?
Sure. So I'm a cardiologist, did from PGI Chandigarh, went to US, did my interventional cardiology fellowship, practiced medicine for 25 years. So including my training, if you say almost 35 to 40 years.
Wow.
So what happens as a doctor, whether you are just started your practice or 10 years or 40 years later, you still see the same 30, 40 patients a day. So to me, I thought it's a stagnation. So I have a curiosity. You have only one life. If you have to make a deeper impact, if I can be part of a story, a new medicine, for example, onto the global market, or a medical device, which completely changes the world. Otherwise, practicing, doing the same angioplasty day after the other becomes a little boring. So I want to make a deeper impact. Whatever knowledge I gained over the last 30, 40 years as a doctor, who interacted probably with millions of patients, as a hospital administrator, I know the pain points. If I can be value, help some entrepreneurs, that's my calling. Why I quit practice and became a full-time investor to support the startups in this country.
Abhishek, how did you become a part of this story, Endiya story?
Spent my time as an engineer, software developer, product developer, spent most of my time, in the early stages building enterprise products. Then subsequently, post my MBA, I switched, careers. So I moved to the consulting as well as investment banking side for almost a brief stint of 5 to 6 years. And then again, was operationally involved as a corp dev, with one of the companies called Scient. Post which is when I came along with Satish and Dr. Ramesh. So interestingly, it all happened under the forum of TIE. That's when Satish and I, we started an initiative called TIE Buddies, where we used to teach school-going kids about entrepreneurship. It was not so much about theory; it was all about the real application of it, and we had a very interesting format. I think that's where uh, I think we got to know each other, as well as I think the aspirations kind of aligned. Certainly, the need and the identification of now India heading towards building a world-class software with all the right ingredients and the timing being perfect, kind of also came together. And that's when I came on board with Dr.
The
Ramesh and
Trinity
Satish.
was formed.
Correct.